Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Subhashri Das, back again to my channel Emotions Unplugged with the same tagline, it's time to speak. Very recently, I was sharing with you the roadmap to success, how life can be attractive. Instead of always considering life to be beautiful, how life can be attractive, how to be a pleasing personality. But today I have something different. The word that I'm going to share with you today is melancholy. Melancholy as a gift. You might be wondering what I'm trying to share actually. How melancholy can be gift. It is actually something different. Different in the sense melancholy is a mood actually. It's not a disorder. Maybe you are feeling sad enough. You feel like sitting alone, standing alone near the balcony, near the window, watching the raindrops, soft shower of the raindrops falling. You feel something, but that is not despair actually. That is a very tender ache, a tender pain, a very soft pain. That soft pain which I am going to talk to you today about. I am going to refer that melancholy, that specific quietness that every heart, every mind search for. There is a very beautiful Japanese saying, an idea we can say actually, that things that are more beautiful because they don't last. They don't last forever. And when I'm talking about melancholy as a gift, it is actually a passing sadness, a phase of a human life which just moves on. As we go by the saying, nothing is permanent in this world. Don't be too excited when we are very happy or we have received something beautiful things or moments of our life. Don't be too sad when you have lost something, because nothing is permanent. That happy period is also going to pass away. That period of sadness is also going to move away. So, why today actually I thought of sharing this melancholy as a gift? You just imagine when you are in a calm state of mind, when you are still, something very interesting happen actually. And what is that interesting part? You get yourself time, as if you get to notice all those things in your still and calm state of mind, which perhaps would have passed on in your past days. Hardly would have paid attention to that, noticing all those. But now, when you are in a state of calmness, in a state of stillness, you get a time for self reflection. That self reflection, who is giving space to that? Who is making it possible? Don't you think it is melancholy? So, over here, am I wrong in saying that melancholy is a gift? It is actually a hidden wisdom. We can say melancholy is a hidden wisdom. We should not actually lose access to sadness, because if we lose access to sadness, as if our emotional landscape or our emotional life becomes too flat, as if nothing is there to share. So it is at times good enough to remain sad. That tender ache or pain which I shared with you at the beginning, that is very, very essential. That will open up another core of your heart, which will give a space for your personal thoughts or personal reflections actually. And this melancholy, if you will go on analyzing, it add contrast also. And what is that contrast? That means that the major things that would be going on happening, that would hardly pay you that much of attention or demand that much of attention than the minor things. And people who can move on with this bitter sweet feeling, bitter sweet. Just see, when I am taking the classes of my students, something is bitter and something is sweet also. So without being panicked or without being numb, getting numbed, we accept this as a mood. That's why I have said this. Melancholy is something different. It is a different mood actually. It is a different feeling actually. It develops a more tolerant power, more empathetic power. So don't you think that we live in such a culture which is, rightly said, it is allergic to success. It is allergic to success. Why? Because suppose you are not in a good state of mind, you are in a low mood, as if you are surrounded by a lot of problems, as if you have fallen into depression. It is a big deal to tackle with. How to come out of that problem, how to solve it, how to divert your mind, how to distract your mind, but why to think about it? So don't you think this is just, this has become just an allergic? But don't think melancholy to be an allergic. Come out of that culture, come out. Because melancholy in its purest form, if we say, it is the enemy of a good life. But the ingredients of melancholy are quite important in our life. In our quietest moments of sorrow, actually, we find wisdom. Perhaps when we are sad enough, when we sit alone, feel like being isolated, don't feel like talking with anyone, at that point of time, our wisdom works. As if we reclaim that sorrow becomes at one time a profound teacher. It guides us. That sorrow guides us exactly like a teacher rather than a burden. It is not a burden actually. Some wisdom which is hidden in our solitude. Melancholy has the power to reveal those wisdom. So in that case, should we embrace this gentle pain or should we discard this gentle pain? Pain is also essential. Unless and until you go through a pain, you cannot really enjoy the beauty of happiness. One who has gone through the pain, one who has gone through the suffering, the real value of happiness he or she can enjoy. So we should embrace that gentle pain. We should transform this fleeting sadness as if a poetry is going on in our life. As rightly said by William Wordsworth, what is poetry? Nothing but a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings collected in tranquility. So just imagine what life is. Life is full of ups and downs, the challenges. So this melancholy anchors our emotional intelligence. It anchors. So if it has the power to anchor our emotional intelligence, it fuels. It fuels our resilience also. It has the power to fuel our resilience. So don't think up as if melancholy is a broken gear or a broken machine. No. Melancholy is not something as a broken machine or never a burden. It is the greatest source. My viewers, please listen carefully. It is the greatest source of emotional wisdom. It is. It has the power not as something breaking, but it has the power to frame up as if it is a recalibration of the soul. It as if it can be a toxic positivity which can erode our inner depth. So this melancholy is nothing but a reflection of our hidden wisdom. So, my viewers, am I wrong in saying that melancholy is a gift? Truly speaking, melancholy is a gift because it opens up a space, a platform which shares us the hidden wisdom in the point of our solitude. Very soon, perhaps I might touch some other elements or other hidden beauty of sadness, where I can prove that melancholy is not your enemy. Maybe in the very soon in the coming episode, I'll be coming up in this next chapter of melancholy as a gift. But till then, follow my channel, watch my video. Don't forget to give your comments because your comments do matters a lot. Give your like and obviously your subscription to my channel Emotions Unplugged. Still, I'll be waiting for your comments. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't ever feel melancholy as a burden. Feel it as a gift with the very next episode, with the next chapter coming up. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.